He knocked me over. I landed on the dog bowl.
This one's wife. This is our week. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. This provides you with an excellent example of the uncaring nature of the narcissist. How the narcissist just continues moving forward. Nary a glance over the shoulder at you lying there in the dust, cast to one side. The narcissist is not concerned by the way they have treated you. The narcissist cares only for themselves. The narcissist has no emotional empathy compelling them to behave in a different way. And this has been exemplified by this one's wife as, yes, yet again she takes to Instagram, which is now her method of choice for the purposes of asserting control and drawing fuel and managing that facade, as she produces 2 further posts, one on her personal Instagram and the other on As Ever Official. It looks like at first that she might have been extracting Harry's orange carrots from the ground, that perhaps that's where she had hidden his genitalia, but no, it looks like some baby carrots, and this might be another clapback from the Duchess of Delusion, as she's seeking to show, look, they've got dirt on them. You all criticise my spring onions, saying that they were shop bought and they're clean. Well, look at these ones. They have been grown in the garden, although they're clearly not particularly large. I don't think that they would make for particularly good two-way carrots, would they? But once again, she's using Instagram to control the narrative, to nullify threats to control by saying, look, here I am doing some gardening. Here I am creating produce which I use in my kitchen. There's also a picture that she placed upon her personal Instagram, which you see in the thumbnail, which shows her surveying all before her. She writes, "This is our week at As Ever Official. BTS behind the scenes from the shoot at my house." Note, my house, not our house, my house. Hi, Mia. And we see her sat with a cornflower blue sky, gazing over the extensive lawn as what must be minions scurry around her in relation to some photo shoot, presumably for the launch of As Ever, or the continued launch. As ever, this one's wife engaging in her day drinking, as it looks like she's got 2 glasses of alcohol in front of her. The food naturally is untouched. I doubt that this woman eats very much at all. The beagle is saying, come on, if you're not eating it, I'd like some of it. She's saying, bugger off, I'm too busy rage scrolling at the moment, as she's got her phone in her hand. But this has been put on her Instagram, as usual, to utilise that for the purposes of the pursuit of the primed aims. But what's going on at the moment? Well, a credible witness, an articulate and educated woman, a lawyer, has come forward and has criticised this one's wife and Harry. She has been laser-focused in her criticism. She's been balanced and unemotional. She's pointed out that not only did this one's wife order her about in a video which has been seen by millions, but thereafter that this one's wife demanded that Harry do something about the negative observations that people made, and that he compelled Dr. Sophie Chandauka to defend this one's wife. Once again, this demonstrates the dictatorial nature of this one's wife, her sense of entitlement, her self-absorption, her desire to boss people about. And it's not a good look for her. Also, it's resulted in criticism with regard to her causing Harry to leave the United Kingdom, and that their brand was toxic, which affected Centre Barley. Harry and this one's wife have not come out of these allegations looking good at all. But so far, what has been the riposte? No appearance on television to explain, no interview provided themselves, but simply vague assertions through vague sources. And what does this one's wife do? After behaving in a haughty and arrogant way that has been criticised, of behaving in a way which essentially has resulted in her husband's charity going up in flames, raising the possibility, as people are suggesting, that there has been some kind of financial impropriety that has led to people questioning maybe Ingriftus needs to be looked at also. What's the response of this one's wife? I'll put out a picture of me sat drinking, looking out over my lawn as I'm being photographed for the continuing launch of As Ever. In other words, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about my husband. I don't give a shit about the fact that his charity's gone up in flames. I don't give a crap about what Sophie Chandauka is saying because I'll just dismiss it. Yes, when the allegations came out, they will have infuriated this one's wife because they will have threatened her need for control. But remember, the narcissist doesn't sit there dwelling on matters because it is a redundant act of the narcissism to behave that way. The narcissism deals with the threat to control, either directly, indirectly, or by withdrawal. And so, when this one's wife has received justifiable criticism about her behaviour from Dr. Sophie Chandauka and also from the media and those who have been watching and reading, that will have threatened this one's wife's need for control. She hasn't dealt with it directly. She'll have complained to people and then been dismissive about it. And thus her narcissism, as it always does, gains that control. And then it's on to the next thing. And the next thing, of course, is her, because she is the most important person in the universe according to her narcissism. And therefore, rather than keep a low profile, rather than perhaps try and counter the allegations appropriately, rather than perhaps even issue an apology for the behaviours. Oh no. She has dismissed it, obtained the control that is required, and now shows her arrogance by making it all about her at my house. Here's a picture of me with a dog because I care about animals. Here's a picture of me in my large garden with a table set with forbidden fruits and booze. Because my life is better than yours. Dr. Sophie Chandauka isn't even in the mind of this one's wife as she sits there, because her narcissism has jettisoned her. This one's wife's concern for her husband and his charity, non-existent, because she has no emotional empathy. All she's thinking about is whatever it is that she's seeing on her phone at that moment in time, and asserting control over the 2 minions that can be seen in the picture. That's all that matters to her. And this is why the narcissist always wins in their mind. Because they cast people to one side. You're a problem, you're dealt with, either directly, indirectly, or through withdrawal. And the narcissist moves on. Because the narcissist has no conscience, no guilt, no sense of remorse, they're able to do this. The narcissist only looks back when it serves a purpose to look back with regard to asserting control, etc. in the now. She's not perturbed. She's not sat there worrying about Harry. She'll claim that she does. Because claiming that she worries about Harry is a means of asserting control over the people she's telling that she worries. And managing her facade. But she doesn't, because she doesn't care about him or anybody. She doesn't care about her father, her half-siblings, her extended family, her children, her friends, her husband. All that matters in the world of this one's wife is her. And the fact that she is able to sit there in the sunshine and post this picture, and post a picture of carrots being removed from the ground, and talk about it being her week, because it's in relation to As Ever. That's all that matters to her. Not the crashing and burning of Centre Barley, not the fact that her husband's resigned from a charity that he liked. Oh no, that doesn't matter. What matters is her brand. What matters is her sitting in the sunshine. What matters is her having a glass of champagne. This encapsulates the self-absorbed, self-centered nature of this one's wife, and how everybody else is but a prop in her world. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.